Hello everyone, I'm RAUNDLER and you're watching Spain vs Turkey FIFA World Cup Qualifiers. This is the PES 21 simulation, fully recorded and edited for your entertainment.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
He's to run into. I think to take away that from his game would be criminal.
Well, quite no argument from me on that one. Well, we're on the way. Kubasi. Yamal. Now, what's he got in mind? That's going to be a goal kick. Çalhanoğlu. Karazor. Topçu. Aktakolu. Here's Güler. That's a little off target. And it's Çalhanoğlu. El Mali. Is there any support? He might not need it. Yildiz. Now it's Aktakolu. Goes to finish! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, the way he set himself up was just so clever. No wonder he's disappointed.
Pedri. Fabian Ruiz. Grimaldo. Nico Williams. Pedro Porro. Yamal. Pedri. Grimaldo. Back into the middle. Pedri. Grimaldo. Fabian Ruiz. Grimaldo. Williams. That is lovely. It's a mighty effort! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
You really could have done with engaging those crosses much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Grimaldo. Nico Williams. Nico Williams. Lovely bit of skill. And it's Grimaldo. Now it's Williams. Now what about this cross? Akaydin gets it away. Aktakolu. El Mali. Aktakolu. Pedri. And it's Grimaldo. Oh, such a clever touch. Martinez. Nico Williams. Succumbs to the pressure. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture.
Well, not the best way to deal with it, but the old threat of pace clearly made him feel a tad uncomfortable.
Le Normand. Yamal. Pedro Porro. Yamal. Kubasi. Pedri shifted upfield. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Pedri. Yamal. Pedri. Nico Williams. That's an excellent interception. Ayhan. Güler. Çalhanoğlu. Ayhan. Güler. Güler making good progress on the right-hand side. Grimaldo. Güler has given away a free kick. That has been knocked clear. Back to Kolu. Pedri. Nico Williams. Grimaldo. Nico Williams. Grimaldo. Oh, that's nice. Nico Williams, and that's aimed into the middle. And that's been won straight back. Fabian Ruiz. Pedro Porro. Yamal. And here's Morata. Chance! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
And not just close, agonisingly close.
Ayhan. Çalhanoğlu. Güler chasing after it. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Oh, sweet feet. A chance to play it in. And it's Ayhan. And here's Güler. That's tidy. Can he deliver? And here's Güler. Pedri does really well to win the ball there. Çalhanoğlu wins the duel this time. El Mali. Ayhan. Ayhan proves just a little bit too strong. And here's Yildiz. Yamal. Nico Williams. And here's Morata. It's Morata! And the ball's come loose here. Güler. Back to Kolu. And here's Kolu. Hit into the middle. And it's claimed by the keeper. Nico Williams. And it's Ruiz. Güler. El Mali. Back to Kolu. El Mali. Carazor. Played towards the other side. Nicely intercepted. Fabian Ruiz. Grimaldo chooses to go cross-field. Pedro Porro. Oh, nice touch. Yamal. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Carazor. Back to Kolu. Still goalless at the moment. Back to Kolu. El Mali. He's got plenty of space out wide here. It's gone out for a throw-in. Grimaldo. Fabian Ruiz. Pedri. Yamal. Fabian Ruiz. Pedri. Grimaldo. And it's Ruiz. Pedro Porro. That's good play. And here's Yamal. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off.
Lamine Yamal really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And it's played forward. And he's on his way! Morata! And he has kept it out somehow.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Fabian Ruiz plays it short. And it's kept out by a stubborn defence. Fabian Ruiz with the short one. Played into the middle. Cleared away. Yamal. Fabian Ruiz. Defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. El Mali. Proves too strong. Ayhan. Goulet. Ayhan. Goulet. Ayhan. Some good work on the right flank here. Goulet's cross. Martinez gets good distance on it. And here's Goulet. Plenty waiting in the middle. Goulet played into the box. And it's Çalhanoğlu. And the shot! It's off target and by quite a way.
Well, I can understand why his thinking was that way inclined.
Pedro Porro. Fabian Ruiz. Pedro Porro receives it in a wide position. Time to deliver. He whips it across. Up he goes! Gets it away. Shalhanolu. Ball's being played in here nice and early.
Yeah, that'll be a test for that defence, but I'd like my players to keep mixing it up if I was in that position, you know, and not become predictable. They've got to avoid that.
Topchu, played over towards the opposite flank. Yamal. And here's Morata. Carazor defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Topchu. Akaidin, aim forwards. El Mali. Shalhanolu. And it's Arda Güler. And here's Yildiz. Yamal. Grimaldo looks to the other side. Pedro Porro. Yamal. Pedro Porro. Now it's Yamal. Yamal climbs up big! Another fruitless header.
Spain really need to convert one of these chances now. This service is good, but the finishing is pretty wasteful.
Shalhanolu. El Mali. Carazor. Aktokolu. And he's there to get it away. Turkey have reclaimed it. Over to the left. Fabian Ruiz. Pedro Porro. De Normal. Moved on forwards. Yamal. Pedri. And here's Morata. Williams. And it's Pedri. Pedri spread out to the left. Oh, what a climb! Couldn't quite get enough on that.
Oh, that's a real disappointment as well, after he worked so hard to just get into position and get on the end of that in the first place. A lot of effort for very little reward.
Carazor. Demiral. Shalhanolu. Güler. And he goes cross-field. Aktokolu. El Mali. Aktokolu. El Mali. Cross goes in, shoots! Goal! Turkey! That is simply top draw, beautifully served up and deliciously finished.
Oh, that's great thinking and wonderful improvisation. He had to reshape quickly to make the perfect connection.
Turkey have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Grimaldo drives forward on the overlap. Williams, and it's Ruiz. Ayhan. Güler. Yildiz. Çalhanoğlu played out to the left flank. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Pedri. And here's Morata. That is a brilliant interception. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Spain clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Grimaldo. Yamal. Pedro Porro. Now here's the delivery.
I think those reactions say it all. He didn't wait for the support, and the chance is gone a-begging.
Çalhanoğlu. Güler. Güler carries the ball down the right. Oh, that's neat. And it's Çalhanoğlu. Çalhanoğlu. Back to Kolu. A real chance! Potential goal of the season contender, if only.
Aktogolu clearly is trying to be too clever there. He should have gone with his instincts.
The normal. Yamal looks to get on the end of this. El Mali. Back to Kolu. Karazor. Güler. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Karazor. El Mali. Back to Kolu. Çalhanoğlu. And it's Al Mali. Pedro Porro. Fabian Ruiz. Pedri. Grimaldo. Nico Williams. And he's on a charge. And it's Grimaldo. Going to be disappointed with that. Aktogolu gently done. Çalhanoğlu. And here's Güler. And here's Güler. And here's Yildiz. Morata. Ayhan cuts it out. Çalhanoğlu. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now?
Ayhan. And here's Güler. And it's Ayhan. And here's Güler.
That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. And it's hoisted clear.
Back to Kolu. Karazor. Back to Kolu. Karazor.
Played into space out wide. Pedro Porro getting this one clear. Lenormand can get it clear. Goulet's cross. Pedri.
Yamal.
Pedri. Grimaldo. Keeps on running. Nico Williams. Fabian Ruiz. Out to the left it goes. So who's he picking out? Nice control. Oh, smashing header! No, couldn't quite control it.
Turkey, well, the manager clearly has to react to this and tactically change what's happening. It's too easy for them to get in.
They play cross-field, changing the point of attack.
Ayhan. And here's Güler.
And it's Çalhanoğlu.
Ayhan. Karazor. And here's Yildiz. Yamal.
That's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Oh, look, his determination needed to be greater than the obstacle he was faced with, and it wasn't.
Pedro Porro.
Pedri forwards and with intent. Morata spread out to the left.
Ayhan. Güler.
Now that's well seen too. El Mali. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Kolu has got himself a free kick.
Topçu.
Over to the left.
Yamal.
Great defending, strong and determined. And they're not going to make any further progress now.
Ayhan. Güler.
And he goes cross-field.
Martinez. Grimaldo. Fabian Ruiz. Pedri.
That's really well manoeuvred.
Grimaldo. Pedri. Fabian Ruiz. Yildiz has found the net here, of course. Yamal. And here's Morata. And here's Morata.
Well, the whistle's gone. What's he given?
And that is a huge moment in the context of the game.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Well, they can protest all they want, but a shake of the head is all they're going to get.
Not much more than a formality.
You know, he would have been embarrassed had the keeper held his position then.
Turkey get the ball rolling for the second period.
Spain are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
El Mali. Raya gets his gloves on it, nice and calm. El Mali. Aktakolu. El Mali.
Here it is, crossed in. Shot, surely!
Pedro Porro. Yamal. Pedri. Nico Williams. Yamal. And it's Porro.
Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Up he goes! That's a half-decent try.
Morata certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Carazor. El Mali. Ayhan. Goulet. Carazor.
Çalhanoğlu.
Carazor. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Nico Williams. Fabian Ruiz. Yamal. Fabian Ruiz. Pedri. Aim forwards. Pedro Porro.
Yamal looking to run onto it.
Aktukolu.
Referee's given a throw. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Goulet.
Ihan. Nico Williams. Pedri. Nico Williams. Fabian Ruiz.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
Carazor. Carazor played out to the left flank. Le Normand. El Mali.
Çalhanoğlu.
Ihan. Grimaldo. Played towards the other side. Pedro Porro. Fabian Ruiz. And reclaimed it in a trice.
Lovely feet.
Yamal. That's going to go a long way.
It's gone for a throw-in.
Williams. Williams!
And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And it's Pedri.
And the finish! Oh, just wide.
He overcooked that one, aiming for perfection, and he got it slightly wrong.
Topçu shifted upfield. Ihan. Goulet. Aktukolu has created one goal already. Aktukolu. Oh, not quite.
Out of play for a throw.
Carazor.
Oh, it's played into the area.
Aktukolu. And it's Çalhanoğlu. And here's Yildiz. Morata under intense pressure.
Listen, it's not nice and it's not clever, Peter, but
Morata.
And a chance! He scored! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Spain take the lead.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
Goulet. Çalhanoğlu. Pedro Porro. Pedri. Pedri, gently done. And it's Porro.
That's very neat.
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
He is just caressing the ball. And here's Ruiz. Demiral tries to clear. Spain have got it back and they'll have another go. El Mali. Back to Kolu. Carazor. Carazor tries to thread one through. El Mali, and that's whistle's gone. That's foul.
Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Oh, what a climb! Really well taken goal. Turkey are back in business. One perfect ball, one perfect header.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
So all square and not for the first time.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Pedro Porro.
And that's played in low.
Gunok claims it without any fuss. Tries to get it clear. El Mali have it back and can go again. Back to Kolu.
Looking for a decent ball in.
Cleared without complication. Back to Kolu.
Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover.
And here's Yildiz. And here's Yildiz!
Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Pedri. Pedri. Çalhanoğlu. Goulet. Goulet chooses to go cross-field. El Mali. Çalhanoğlu. Great defending, strong and determined. Martinez. Yamal. Fabian Ruiz. Nico Williams. And here's Morata. Williams!
Oh, once he made the save, it didn't take the keeper long to start barking at his defence.
Ayhan. Fabian Ruiz. Pedro Porro. Pedri. Nico Williams. And here's Morata. He's having a shot! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Oh, they could be caught out here. Fabian Ruiz. Chance for a shot! Out to the right. Fabian Ruiz. Pedri. Yildiz. And it's Al Mali. Al Mali tries to dink it through. Back to Kolu. Puts the ball in. In again. Grimaldo. Pedro Porro. Yamal. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Akaidi. Ayhan played over towards the opposite flank. El Mali. Great run on the overlap here. El Mali goes on a run down the left wing. Lenormand gets it clear. Çalhanoğlu goes short. The ball goes for the header! And that has been clubbed away. Now it's Morata. Pedri. Fabian Ruiz. Yamal. Fabian Ruiz. Yamal. Played back in. Pedro Porro. Pedro Porro puts the ball in. Yamal. Good challenge. Excellent challenge. Yildiz. Çalhanoğlu. It's a good run down the right. Nico Williams wins the duel this time. Martinez. Nico Williams. Grimaldo. Moved on forwards. Pedri. Fabian Ruiz. And here's Morata.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Yamal. Pedro Porro. Yamal. He's in plenty of space here. Nice interception, well timed. Back to Kolu. Çalhanoğlu. And it's played forward. Back to Kolu. El Mali. Pedro Porro. Played into space out wide. And that has been cleared. Güler. Yildiz. And it's Al Mali. Oh, what a pass! Over to the left. Back to Kolu. Very nicely done. There are a few waiting for it. Crossed into the middle. Al Kubasi gets it away. Karazor. And here's Aktürkoğlu. Now it's Aktürkoğlu. Just about up to 75 minutes. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
Well, if you dwell on it for that long, that's what happens.
Pedro Porro. Fabian Ruiz. Yamal. And it's Grimaldo. Showing good feet. Alex Grimaldo delivers.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Yildiz. Çalhanoğlu. If we're going to get a winner, it's got to come now. And here's Yildiz. Yildiz. So much. Big chance! Oh, should have put that away.
That could get proved very pivotal. Chances like that just can't be wasted.
Pedri. The normal. Fabian Ruiz. Pedri. Pedri forwards and with intent. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Karazor. El Mali charging forward down that flank. And he cuts out the supply. Çalhanoğlu. And here's Yildiz. Güler. That's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. And no surprise, that's a booking.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
It's a throw. Grimaldo. Looks to the other side. Pedro Porro. Hit into them. Header! Goal! Spain! And they've got their lead back. It was a great header. The invitation was irresistible and the finish unearned.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Spain go into the lead.
Well, Peter, the manager's all smiles, but he's got a big decision to make here. He needs to see this one out.
Al-Mali. Al Kubasi attempts a clearance.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
That's really well manoeuvred. Well timed, excellent interception. Back to Kolu. Carazor. Al-Mali. And it's Al-Mali. Oh, it's come loose. Climbs up big. That has been knocked clear.
Turkey really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Pedro Porro. Yamal, that's an imaginative pass. Akaidin getting this one clear.
Spain clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Turkey getting a lot of touches here, but they're not making much progress. Yamal. Looking here to chip it through. Pedro Porro. And the shot! Tries to get it clear.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Carazor. Grimaldo getting this one clear.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Carazor. And here's Aktokolu. And it's Al-Mali. And here's Aktokolu.
Turkey really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Very much into the last knockings. Nico Williams. Nice control. Demiral gets rid without sophistication. Good play on the left-hand side here.
Spain nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Arda Güler. And it's Çalhanoğlu. Turkey don't have many options and time is running out.
Turkey really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
And it's Grimaldo. Nico Williams spread out to the left. And here's Morata. Yamal. Incoming till it's a mighty effort. Cleared away. Played into the middle. And they've got rid. Now then, and the volley. Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
El Mali.
Well, they're supposed to be chasing a goal, and yet there's no urgency or sense of awareness. They've got to wake up.
Aktürkoğlu. Aktürkoğlu crosses it in.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Yamal. Played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Can he latch on to this? Can he deliver? Fabian Ruiz. Nico Williams. Fabian Ruiz. Grimaldo closing in on goal. Yamal. Yamal shifted upfield. Williams. Nico Williams tries across. It's really well cleared. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Nico Williams. Oh, that's neat. Pedro Porro. Fabian Ruiz. He is just caressing the ball. Fabian Ruiz. Climbs up big! And the header is disappointing in the end.
You really could have done with engaging those crosses much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
So that's it. It is all over. Spain have done it with iron, with pragmatism, the sort you expect from a team like this. Admirable, enjoyable, and look how they reacted to that initial setback. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Spain certainly produced a lovely blend of flair and industry to